The sheer size of the Aldous never ceases to amaze me. It is hard to believe something of quite this size is able to take flight, and does so solely at the hands of Elena, Chloe, and what few retainers you maintain.
Yeah, from where we're standing, I'm sure it looks like there's only a few of us running the ship. However, in reality, there are a lot more people putting in work than you can see.
Is that so?
Yep, just like the ships in Aster, we can't get this baby moving without a bunch of help. And we're only as strong as our weakest link. That's why as crewmates, we make sure to take care of each other.
Huh. Do you now?
Sure do. We all got each and everyone's back.
Yes. You were quite perturbed by your separation from Elena and Chloe during our first encounter. I was taken aback by how truly concerned for their well-being you appeared.
Sorry. I'm not really good at taking compliments. But Leticia, don't you feel the same way about your people?
Huh?
I mean, don't the Ossarian people mean the same to you?
Of course. The kingdom would hardly exist if it were made up of only the royal family and its knights. I have never once doubted the importance of our kingdom's people.
Yeah, we both seem to have a lot on our plates, don't we?
Indeed, which is precisely why we must remain focused and ever active, for all of their sakes.
You two seem excited.
Hey! I was just asking Mario tons of questions of what the schools are like in space.
Oh, you thinking about going off-world?
Still not sure. But it never hurts to have options, right? I'm not ready to write it off just yet.
So then, let's say your future is in space, and you want to join a Federation school. That could be a tricky proposition.
What? Why? I'll work and study so much my head will fall off!
The issue lies in how the Federation will regard Aster 4 from here on.
Here we go. Marielle's favorite excuse, the UP3.
What do you mean by excuse? But yes, you're right.
Does that mean I won't be able to head into the stars to study even if I wanted to?
There is a precedent.
Precedent?
Yes, that's right. It was someone from an underdeveloped planet who conducted great research and made their mark on Federation history.
Huh. So the Federation has a surprisingly flexible side.
Wow, they must have been really something! So cool!
At present, I cannot say anything for certain. However, if it happens for you, Nina, I will provide you with my utmost support.
Oh, thank you, thank you! I'm gonna stay optimistic and on top of my trade just in case.
What about Vergald? I'll bet you could go there without any extra trouble.
Ray, that's not what you said last time I brought it up. Sure you aren't just trying to talk me away from the Federation?
Whoops, kicked the hornet's nest.
Considering your field of expertise, I think it would be best for you to study abroad in the Federation.
Wow, it's been a long and windy road, but I really am all the better for it, huh?
Yes. I've been thinking about the recent conflict between the warships in Nanook.
Ah, the battle between the space fleets. Must have been pretty shocking.
Absolutely. I know I didn't see the entirety of it, but I could tell the skirmish was of a magnitude beyond imagination. However, it made me feel like it was essentially no different from our fight.
Huh. What do you mean?
No matter how massive the ships are, when you get right down to it, they are mere weapons. Looking at it in that light, wouldn't you say our conflict is ultimately one and the same?
I see. That's certainly one way to think about it.
No need to take it to heart, though. I purely saw an outrageous spectacle and felt like squabbling with you.
No, I actually think you're surprisingly close to the truth there. But if we call the precious Federation ships just weapons, I'm sure they'd freak out.
Oh, hey, Ray. And hey, Leticia.
My apologies, Chloe. Are we interrupting your work?
Oh, no, you're fine. I was just checking our delivery itinerary. That's all.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot that we're a shipping company. At least on normal days.
Can't say I blame you, considering all we've been up to lately. But the peace of the universe is at stake, so... Oh, what's this?
Is everything all right?
It looks like an email from an unknown sender. Huh? Dear Mr. Antonio Lawrence, thank you for your recent donation to our organization. We, the Interstellar Donut Association, recognize you as a member. As such, we have prepared a gift for you as a token of our goodwill. We request that you designate a rendezvous point within the next 48 hours to receive said gift. Please note that if you do not respond, we will presume our alliance nullified, and we will pursue your vessel, the Aldous.
What the hell kind of email is this? Shouldn't this get filtered out as spam? I mean, you hardly see this stuff nowadays.
Does this message intend to say that Antonio is the recipient of some goods?
No! I think it's more of a threat. Like, if you don't meet with us, we're gonna blow your ship to smithereens!
Pardon? An attack? Will we be all right, Ray?
If this is the real deal, we're not gonna go quiet. We could ask for Guld for assistance, depending on how this plays out. Wait, hang on. I know this interstellar donut joint. Oh, they used to send tons of junk mail forever ago.
This is no laughing matter! This is terrorism! We have to do something, and quick!
Would it not be pertinent to report this to Antonio first?
You're on the money there. Yeah, maybe it's about some cargo for work. Antonio might have forgotten all about it.
You might be right, Ray. But, all the same, would you mind if I get cracking on this email right away?
That's no skin off my nose, but what do you want to do that for?
I'm hoping I can at least figure out who sent it to us. We can't really do much without more information after all. We've caused Antonio a lot of grief and no shortage of headaches since we crashed on Aster 4. We don't want to do any more harm than we already have, you know?
How very considerate, Chloe.
Oh, it's nothing, really. I'm just trying to help however I can.
All right. As long as you're okay, we'll let you handle it. And Chloe, you keep looking out for my brother.
Yes, will do. Ray!
Hey there, Chloe. So, did you get to the bottom of that weird email?
Nope. I've been trying to decrypt the data on the server using a public key to see if the headers have been falsified or something, but I can't track down the sender's information because it's been sent through some kind of forge-proof system. Meanwhile, more and more emails just keep flooding in.
Seriously? These doughboys sure know what they're doing.
The original communication did state to reply within 48 hours. Is our time not coming to a close?
You're right. Chloe, I think we need to report this to my brother and ask him what to do next.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. It's all my fault for hoping I could take care of this on my own.
Hey, come on now. Plenty of blame to go around, right? I shouldn't have been so indifferent to it. Fortunately, nothing's happened yet. Huh?
Ray, we've got an unidentified vessel!
We what? Wait, that's not them, is it?
What's going on? What happened?
Bro,
An unidentified ship is approaching the Aldous. Now they're hailing us. Should we accept the transmission?
Yes. Open comlink. This is First Officer Antonio Lawrence of the Vergoldian merchant vessel Aldous. Identify yourselves.
We are the merchant vessel Seifert of the Interstellar Donut Association. We have come to vindicate our honor, which you have besmirched. You have ignored our repeated attempts to communicate, which is a grave offense. We demand you give us a proper explanation aboard our ship.
Very well. I'm on my way now. However, I'll need our comlink channels to remain open.
Acknowledged. It will not disoblige us to have your crew hear our discussion.
All right. It looks like I'll be off.
Antonio, don't! They'll kill you!
I'll be fine. Don't you worry, Chloe. I'll be right back.
You have come at last. As per our original intentions, allow us to present you with a token of our goodwill.
Very well. Do as you like.
Antonio!
Antonio?
What? See, I'm fine.
bro. Hey, what do you got there, man?
Oh, these? They're called four-dimensional macrons. Thurston just gave them to me as a souvenir, I guess you could say.
Wait a minute, Thurston? Of the Thurston Foundation? So the Interstellar Donut Association is just...
What? Don't tell me he sent those creepy emails again.
We received an email from their customer service saying they prepared a gift for you because of your donation. Then they said to designate a rendezvous point, and if they didn't hear back from us, they'd track us down. I'm sorry. I should have just told you right away.
No, don't worry about that. What they meant with that email was like, hey, thanks for the gift the other day. We've got a gift of our own that we want you to have. Where should we drop it off? If we don't hear back, we'll just bring it to you. That was all.
Oh, I see now. So that's what this was about. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I realize that sooner?
Did the rest of the crew know that was Thurston?
I've got a lot of oddball friends. Even if the crew didn't know, they're probably used to this kind of thing by now.
Oh, Chloe, are you all right?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm just glad nothing bad happened.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, Chloe. I had no idea you'd be so worried about me. I sure am lucky to have you.
Come on, bro. Tell your oddball friends to make these pranks more obvious in the future, all right?
Okay, I'll tell them.
Hey, Chloe. How's about we get him to give us some of those macrons as a way of showing us he's sorry?
Truly, I am in agreement with Ray.
What? Well, okay. I guess so.
Right. What do you say we all have some coffee and take a breather?
What are you two staring at?
Well, Leticia asked me to come look at the cosmos.
This view of the world of stars, it looks so very different from the starry skies to which I am accustomed. I could gaze upon it for hours.
Try getting a job in space. You'll get sick of seeing them real quick. Take me, for example. I can't even remember the last time I stopped to smell the celestial roses.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat as Ray. Though the view does vary by location, so I wouldn't say I ever get tired of it.
I would like to see more of the starry skies.
Ray, which do you like better? Seeing the stars from space like this? Or seeing them up in the sky from the ground?
I guess. The view of the stars from space.
I agree. They're so close, I feel like I can touch them. Sometimes I even find myself reaching my hand out.
I share the same feeling. Truly, every star shines so brilliantly, like so many jewels in the darkness.
Damn it!
Hey, what's the matter? You got a rumbly in your tumbly?
Hell no! I find myself overcome with cupidity.
Huh? What's that mean?
You, Chloe, and the rest of the All-Dust crew. You're all so much younger than me, yet you understand advanced technologies of the universe. Hence, I find myself filled with jealousy and frustration.
There's nothing you can really do about that.
Precisely right. Oh, damn it. If only I had been born among the stars, I would possess so much more knowledge.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, you're the one who built the damn Fulga. If you were from a developed planet, you'd have probably made even more incredible achievements.
You see? I was born on the wrong planet.
Well, maybe. But
Way off in the distance. Do you think
if you were from somewhere else, you never would have met Malkia. Would you be okay with that?
That's an entirely different conversation.
Really? Is it though? I thought she was just as important to you as your precious technology.
Perfidious little... You have some nerve. I have many new and auspicious things to study. I swear that I will exceed your technologies one day. Don't count me out.
All right. Well, show us what you got, big fella.
Oh, Ray. Do you need Antonio for something too?
Yeah, I just needed him to take care of something real fast, but it looks like he's got company.
Company?
Please excuse me for dropping in on you unannounced.
No, it's fine. I know it's hard to talk about these things in front of everyone else.
Is that a woman's voice?
Antonio, sorry to interrupt. The data that you asked me to expedite is complete, compiled, and ready for you to review. Is this a bad time?
Oh, Chloe. And Captain Raymond.
Oh, it's just Marielle. I heard a woman's voice coming from Antonio's room and got to wondering.
No funny business, I assure you. Antonio has a lot of experience as a captain, so I came to ask him how best to prepare. I didn't want to ask him in front of Sayuri and the others.
The Lawrence family ships are civilian ships, you know. Antonio doesn't think like the captain of some scary battleship. Besides, why ask Antonio in the first place? Why not Ray?
Well, of course I asked Captain Raymond, but he told me that everyone has their own way of thinking about these things. Right?
Sure did. And that's why you're going around talking to a bunch of people, trying to figure out what makes sense for you, yeah? I think you're doing the right thing.
Regardless, you didn't have to come to his private quarters.
Anyway, Chloe, you came to discuss that thing you emailed me about earlier, yes?
Correct. I already prepared the data you asked for, and I attached it to the email I sent. I found some flaws in the reference data that you gave me, so I wanted to confirm whether we should use it as is or not. I went ahead and summarized the incorrect portions in the attached file.
Well done. It looks like the stats at headquarters have some errors. I'd like to have their say in this. Sorry to add to your workload, but could I ask you to rework this with the revised data?
I thought you'd ask that, so I've already taken the liberty of uploading the correct version to my personal folder. I also added the differential information due to the revision, so you can review that too.
Outstanding as always, Chloe.
Outstanding? No. All I did was put together the data that I thought you might want, after all.
You see, Marielle, a captain is only as good as their crew. My crew knows how I think, and they always make sure I have exactly what I need when I need it. Just like Chloe here. You can't just become a captain. No one can. It's the trust of your crew. Sayuri, Pike, Kasim, and the others. That's what makes you a captain. So I reckon a good start would be opening up to them about these feelings of doubt you've been having.
Thank you, Antonio. I've kept all my concerns hidden away for fear of making them feel uneasy. I thought that was for the best, but I may have actually made them more anxious by putting up my guard.
If your subordinates know what you're thinking, then they'll be able to adjust their actions accordingly. Here, Mariel, take a look at Chloe's data.
It's highlighted in places.
Chloe, why are there highlights here? They're not on any of the internal templates, right?
Well, you were always interested in those particular values, so I thought it'd be better if they were, easier to spot. Wait, is that a problem? If you turn off the display on the right, it'll make them disappear.
Whoa, I didn't know you could get them to look like this. I should have asked Chloe to handle all my reports, too.
Now, that's your responsibility. You shirk that off on her, and I'll get Dad to transfer Chloe to my team. You understand? What would you think about that, Chloe?
Huh? Well, I'll just resend you the corrected data then. Bye!
It seems a captain must also master the art of winning people over.
Not sure I've done that myself.
I have a tough road ahead of me, don't I?
What could the Scorpion want with Aster 4? We need to get to Osiris and have Lola fill us in.
Lola!
You all appear well.
What of
The Emperor, the Colonel, and Gaston?
well...
I see. Let us go meet with His Royal Majesty.
Leticia, Raymond, it is good to have you back.
It relieves me to see you well, Father. Whatever has happened here in my absence?
These strange beings simply rained down upon us one day. A whole expanse of the Nilbeth continent fell all but instantly.
And what of the Trathen? Have you heard nothing?
Many of your people have fled their homes to seek refuge in Osiris and Vale. Some fled for the Nilbeth capital instead, but all are safe.
Indeed. Then I am relieved.
The invaders have made no further movements since their capture of Nilbeth. Without the slightest inkling of their plan, the Royal and Imperial navies can do naught but sit in wait off the coast.
These invaders are... Scorpium.
That much is obvious.
If I am not mistaken, their foremost aim is most certainly the ancient coil. They have raided similar sites in other worlds beyond our own.
But the Centralist faction, which espoused such ways, has been eliminated.
You say that, but look at what's in front of you. This is exactly the kind of thing those bastards would do.
Ray, transmission from Aster 4 surface. It's being relayed through a satellite, but I think it's from that Scorpium construction. What? There's no way.
Merchant vessel Aldous. Your return has kept us waiting.
That voice.
Voltor! I witnessed you perish!
He endures.
If only it were surprising. His consciousness persists on the network. Are we to understand that the physical form we fought against in Prevenient's cavern was merely one of many he had obtained?
It would appear so. In his cybermind integration, he has abandoned his physical form. And his consciousness is now more directly connected to the Scorpium continuum than most of our kind.
Which means what? Are we to suffer him in multifarious forms no matter how oft he is bested?
That is correct.
You jest.
As was the plan, I have taken up the mantle of the Sovereign and will bring the universe together as one new Scorpium.
You've planned this from the start?
What?
You manipulated us from the start.
The history, the traditions, all of Nilbeth stands as the perfect first subject for my rebirth, Scorpion.
None are yours to take.
Hear me, good people of Aster 4. With me as their sovereign, the Rebirth Scorpium are here to see all the universe fused as one. The people of this planet will be but the first to join us. Let go of your troubles and your fears, and accept Scorpium. Hark, we offer you naught but enlightenment. The Scorpium are what our people were always meant to be. Leticia Osirius. I trust you hear me. You will continue to resist me. Of that much I am certain. But know that I wish for nothing more than peace and happiness for you all as well.
You lie!
We await you, Princess. Our numbers ever growing.
Gray! I'm detecting lots of Scorpion-looking aircraft taking off from that structure in Nilbeth. They're spreading out over the entire planet.
This isn't good. If they move on the cities, we will not hold out for long.
This will be a far, far cry from our battle with Remington. How are we to wage war against an enemy immune to death itself?
Our only hope is finding a way to curb Boldor's influence.
Elaborate.
The data we require can only be obtained by visiting that tower.
All right then. Nothing ventured, nothing earned, huh? Chloe, what do you think about landing us inside that spire?
The way they're jamming our sensors, a direct landing will be impossible.
Well, get us as close as you can, and we'll hike the rest.
Fret not. I have faith that we will be fine.
Yes, as you say.
You got it. I mean, we've been riding our luck this far. All right, we get in close, we bust on in, figure out the rest as we go. Sword practice, huh? We got a lot of hurdles ahead of us, so maybe don't push yourself too hard.
Nay, you need not worry after me. I find myself reminded of my limitations.
Gotcha. Well, I guess a lot's happened so far.
Yes, and while not all can be solved at the thrust of a sword, there remains much that good swordsmanship can prove. Should this world of mine continue to advance in technology, there may come a day when swords such as these no longer serve any martial purpose. One day when which they are but relics of the past. Yet even then, I believe they will offer us some things we will never lose. The chivalrous way of our knights, sworn to their swords, may yet carry on through the ages. Discarded or replaced, something more spiritual and cultural shall remain.
What makes you think that?
I believe that the very same drive, which compels us to fight, is the same which we will require in order to move our world forward. Never mind the fact that you acknowledged in our first sparring session that your world too retains military arts.
Yeah, I guess I did say something like that. And yeah, when we train in military arts, the first thing they teach us is how to temper our hearts. All right then. I am gonna go work out my body to train my mind. You coming?
Of course. Be aware, however, that I see no need to hold back against you any longer.
Show me a little mercy here.
Would anyone have imagined I would be dressed to be wed so soon? And of them, who could have anticipated these circumstances?
Quite the hassle, huh? Must have been hard.
This was all merely performative, of course, but honestly, how did I look? Fit for the attire?
What? Yeah, I mean... You looked great.
Well then, my thanks.
Actually, it was nice to see a different side of you than usual. But
what?
I can't really put my finger on it, but something about it just didn't sit right. I mean, the ceremony was so sudden. It also made me think, how can a dress get made that quickly?
A keen observation. The dress was not originally tailored for me, in fact. It was merely a refitting of a dress on hand.
Ah, now I gotcha. So, it wasn't the right one for a princess to wear.
Yet, I cannot help but think Guldur may have truly called for this in good faith.
Huh?
I am left feeling conflicted.
Do your eyes see the same malevolent spire mine do?
Was there not a settlement in the vicinity?
Let us push on southward.
I hope the people of Nilbeth and the Traken are okay despite this big, creepy tower thing.
All we can do now is hope and pray they are. Let's make our way for the spire.
All right, so we bust in there, and then we figure out some way to stop Guldur, yeah?
Correct. I wish to investigate to confirm my suspicions.
Let us go then. Little Duma has not once led us astray.
What a lonely sight.
Indeed. Never could I have imagined we might face such.
It is of sole consolation that the number of victims was low for such circumstances.
You seem surprisingly calm.
I am pleased you see me as such. There is nothing to gain from losing my composure here. Though inside, I am seething with fury.
Sorry.
It matters not. I will see it through that he pays for his atrocities. I do not care what he may title himself. I will not allow him to defile our sacred land unpunished. I will flood their network with the anguish of my people, the Drathan's fury.
Let this be retribution for such heinous crimes committed upon these sacred grounds.
Yeah. This place means a lot to us too, Malkia. Let's take down this big old bastard once and for all.
By our hands, justice shall reign supreme on behalf of all who live in Nilbeth.
Agreed. We fight now for the many we have come to know and cherish.
All right. Let's do this thing. Hey, what's going on? Is it your arm? Is it acting up?
Merely a post-operative examination. All is in order.
I see. So even though Midas made your arm, Malkia is also able to treat it since she implanted her, whatchamacallit?
Osseous core.
Yeah, that's it. That means you didn't have to replace his whole arm out, right?
As you can see, my arm is still here, flesh and blood. I have only given him a small portion of my regenerable body.
Man, it's so cool that you can do that, even though you're two completely different species. So? Are you okay, Malkia?
Are you concerned about me? My. You are a kinder man than you look.
What do my looks have to do with it? Come on, tell me, how are you?
I am fine. The surgery did not take much toll on me.
That's good to hear. So, Albert's arm is now using the osseous core from your arm. Is that right?
Ah, I see. So you thought I took the osseous core from my arm, did you?
Wait, you didn't? If you didn't take it from your arm, then where'd it come from?
Let's just say, I think you are all better off not knowing.
Oh, come on! When you say it like that, it just makes me want to know more.
From where the core came from is inconsequential to me, for my arm has been granted new life.
Gaston!
Lady Malkia, Princess Leticia, welcome to our new home.
Why the hell are you here?
By the Emperor's command, I come to inquire whether you are here to offer your surrender to the Scorpium Centralists.
You imagine we might? After you have wrought desecration on holy Trathan grounds not once, but twice now?
Oh, does Lady Malkia speak for all of you, then? That's too bad. But the Emperor is a benevolent man. Knowing full well you would refuse, he chooses still to offer you a final chance. For his wish is but to stand guardian over all life in our universe, those who would resist him included. Come, and behold what abject misery awaits those who reject the Scorpium Centralists.
You believe revealing yourself to us this way might convince us of anything?
If you yet refuse to reconsider, you merely reveal who you truly are.
What is happening?
It would seem to be a compatibility issue with the fused cybernetics. Likely a result of forced modification of what was once a normal configuration.
Be that as it may, we must not allow it to best us. Stand ready! Stay calm!
Warning, energy levels low.
You might feel a pinch.
Go.
Rock and roll. Watch out!
Positional tactics ineffective.
Juma. Bringing out the big guns. Drink, anyone? This one's for you, Grandma. Taking you down.
Positional tactics ineffective.
Why can't you just understand?
Positional tactics ineffective. Acceleration.
This one's for you, Grandma.
Sit down and shut up! Why do you spurn the Emperor's, our sovereign's generosity?
Because someone who trusts by their own kindness is never trustworthy!
You fools! You miserable, feeble-minded fools!
And people who immediately turn to insults are even more questionable!
It's over!
Hostile gathering strength. Blindside recommended.
You ready?
Rang?
Positional tactics infected. Go. Positional tactics infected.
Imperial onslaught!
Chance of survival dropping.
Burn to ashes!
Mario!
Here you go.
No regret crossing me!
Acceleration.
I gladly give my life. How could this be? Colonel Melange. Lola. I can't see her. I can't see anything. Lola. Lola, your face is gone to me.
Gaston, speak now what is in your heart.
You were always a good companion to me. That's why I wanted you to join the Scorpium.
Surely there was another way. Poor fool.
Yes. Perhaps there was. But it was one that I forgot along the way.
I will go and speak with the Colonel in your stead. For now, sleep well, Gaston.
That will only leave me in more trouble. I'll speak to him myself.
He went all Cybermind, right? So does that mean he can still come back like Boldur did?
He will not. His mind was not yet fully integrated. His fused state overload was likely the culprit. Whether this incomplete cybermind integration was by his own volition remains unknown.
Duma, have you gained any insight to aid our fight against Boldur?
We still lack adequate data to make a judgment. We must continue.
Let us then. This must be brought to an end.
You would leave him here?
I believe his integration to Scorpium to be genuine. This is where he should rest.
You may be right.
Welcome to your new sovereign's castle. Marvelous, is it not, children of the stars?
Boldur.
Such a pity, young Gaston. So earnestly devoted to me. He offered himself up, certain his cyber mind would help center the network around its new sovereign. Alas, you have been witness to the truth.
How dare you?
His life and its conclusion are now shared upon the network. Trivial though it may be, it stands to help bring forth a new era for Scorpium, a cause for celebration.
Observing Boldor has provided insight into the problems with Scorpium evolution and integration.
Share with me your insights then. Join me. Let us foster our coming evolution together. My dear unique Duma, why do you insist on interfering with those who are willing to support my ascension?
Boldor, or Sovereign, as you call yourself now. After careful observation, we conclude your actions are unconnected to Scorpium evolution and are mere acts of conquest.
Such a biased conclusion, one that has kept all Scorpium from greatness for far too long. We must now be more proactive in our push towards evolution. Come, children of the stars. Join our Scorpium network and let us bring prosperity to the universe.
I refuse.
Ever so stubborn. But the network is rich with records of those even more resistant than yourself, all of whom chose to integrate in the end. Is that not so, Valanche?
You shitting me? Him too?
His mind has not yet been fully integrated. However, his fusion runs deep into his body.
Valanche! Lola awaits your return as we speak. You need not continue this.
Your words are wasted. Here stands a man integrated twice-fold, fully conformed to our cause. He has chosen to aid me in our quest for a new future for Scorpium. Now, Valanche, give our guests some convincing.
Nice look. What exactly is your deal in all this?
I ventured beyond the point of no return. Nothing more. Gaston is gone. And he was not alone. The people of my homeworld, both those who integrated with Scorpium and those who refused, the people of Aster. Many have perished, and yet here I stand. I, who wish to see the planet Vir free from the clutches of Scorpium. Under the Emperor, under our Sovereign, I will one day make it so. I can work through their own network and see Vir liberated from Scorpium. Were I to stray from this path here and now, then all who have died, all their sacrifices will have been for nothing.
Valanche!
The path I take is mine, and mine alone. This is my choice to make. Tell her that for me. Tell Lola. Now draw your weapons, and spare me your words.
Prepare to engage hostiles.
I'll show you what it means to stand by your beliefs! The only
Watch this!
I don't have time for you.
Don't let me down!
Excella positional tactics ineffective. Go.
This path is... You can't
Show them what the Federation's made of.
Cleave them in twain!
Acceleration.
Taking you down! Scorpion are Mantis equals. Why then do you bend to the will of Baldur?
Because his will is the righteous way of Scorpion.
Yet we all bear witness to the injustice of the Centralist cause. This one's for you, Grandma!
Here you go.
Help's on the way!
Leave it to me.
Go. Assault. Accelerate.
Incoming! You haven't finished your Cybermind integration. If you die here, it's over, man.
If I am to meet my end, then let the cold embrace of death be my comfort.
Assault.
We're done!
Positional tactics ineffective.
I'll stand over here. Do not interfere.
You Ren? Sorry, loser.
Positional tactics ineffective. Go. Positional tactics ineffective.
Nothing escapes me.
Assault.
Energy levels low, but a ways to go.
My time
I'll get
has
there
come.
eventually.
Has it? With this, at last.
Why? What consolation might I offer Lola?
This was of his own accord.
What?
He wished for his home planet of Vir to be freed from Scorpium influence. But when it became clear the masses had chosen integration, he and the others were forced to search for other means. This led them to join the Centralist cause. Their aim was to promote an evolution of Scorpium kind, which called for a secession from Vir.
Evolution through secession. Inconceivable.
Yes, impossible even. But still they placed their hopes in such a plan, clinging to the improbable, empowering themselves through integration with their foes. This, in and of itself, should be sufficient evidence that Scorpium is the future.
Damn it, Duma. Come on already, get it together. You still trying to figure out how to deal with this guy?
Initiate combat with his current form. Final verifications will follow.
Ah, great. Not sure why I ever expected a different answer.
Still you choose resistance? So be it. Such will only prove to bolster the future of Scorpium.
Incoming attack. Initiate emergency measures.
Why do you target Nilbeth?
I have been clear. Nilbeth and its people are but the most worthy.
For this power! Why aren't you using it to save lives?
Why must you fail to see how I stand here to lead all life to salvation?
The Pan-Galactic Federation will serve under your leadership no more.
Fret not. The Federation will one day see fit to join the Scorpium once more.
The Virians, the Vale Empire, and you, Boldor. Seeing the shit you've caused is more than enough to make even a guy like me start to see why the Feds UP3 is so important.
You, a Vergoldian, despite your history with the Federation?
Oh, we're far from friends, big guy. But this is a completely different matter.
Hostile gathering strength. Acceleration. Insufficient output.
Sorry, loser.
Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Warning. Energy levels low. Go. Insufficient output.
Formidable foe indeed.